Welcome to the Equipment Manager. We're excited to have you as a customer and look forward to helping you become more organized with your HVAC tracking, reporting, and servicing. We've created our Quickstart tutorial to show you how to go from a new user to servicing your first piece of equipment at your customer's site in under 10 minutes. Please follow the next 3 steps to easily guide you through the customer, job site, and technician setup. Remember, only the web interface can create a customer and job site to maintain accuracy. Please find these helpful video clips located at the Help button from each page as well. Using any web browser, log into Equipment Manager by visiting live.equip-mgr.com. You will be prompted with your username and password you were provided with from your Equipment Manager representative. Within the Equipment Manager system, a customer is any building owner or management group. Avoid using tenants as customers, as they tend to change frequently and will require frequent edits within Equipment Manager. Once you log in, you'll see the Equipment Manager Contractor panel. Click on the Customers tab at the top or middle of your screen. You will now be directed to the Manage Customers screen. At the top of the Manage Customers screen, click Create Customers. You'll now be able to enter your new customer information. Assign a unique number to identify this customer. This has to be unique to the entire Equipment Manager database. Enter the customer name, address, city, state, and zip code. If you have any special instructions that pertain to this customer, enter these in the Special Instructions field. For example, if you need to call ahead when going to work on one of these customers' facilities, you can enter that note here. Enter the telephone numbers for this customer in the fields provided. Enter the customer's email address in the email field. You can enter multiple email addresses as long as you separate them by a semicolon. The Schedule Alert email field is used to deliver notification emails of equipment that's scheduled to be inspected. In order to track equipment individually, the system will send one email per item of equipment. This can generate and send dozens of emails to your customer, so you may ask if your customer would like these sent to a different email account rather than the one they use daily. In the Notes field, you may click the timestamp button and it will insert the current time and date. You can enter unlimited text in this field to keep a running history of notes pertaining to this customer. Once completed, click Save. You have now successfully created your first customer. Remember, many of the fields have a mouse over pop-up tip that will give you clues as to what should be entered. A job site is a single physical building owned or managed by a customer. Let us take a look at One Park Place. This building has 2 tenants that lease space from the customer. A building such as this one may have multiple addresses or suites. Identify the equipment logically, 1 through 6 in this case. Equipment Manager will not allow the same unit ID multiple times on a single job site. Assign the units within Equipment Manager to the suite they serve. This is critical to manage reporting and permissions. Units can also be tagged with the area they serve within the suite for reference. Over the course of time, tenants will come and go. However, the AC units will typically remain. Following these procedures will help maintain accuracy throughout the life of the unit. From the Customer Manager, click on the customer number you'd like to create a new job site for. You will now see the Manage Job Site screen. Click Create New Job Site and enter all of the required information. Enter a unique job site ID for the job site name. We recommend you use a static name that will not change over time. Address, city, state, and zip code. Enter the name of the person you will contact to gain approval for repairs you find at this site. Enter the office and mobile numbers for this repair contact person in the provided fields. The following email address field is used to deliver the inspection reports to the customer or property manager. Check the inspection notification checkbox if you'd like to send a single notice once per day to the email addresses above. This should only be used when the customer accesses Equipment Manager parallel to the contractor and will access their files as required by logging into their profile. The schedule alert email is used to notify the individual who oversees the maintenance for this job site. This sends notifications of past due inspections for each item of equipment that has not been inspected per the schedule within Equipment Manager. Enter any particular information about this job site in the Special Instructions field. This creates a pop-up to let web users know there are specific guidelines that need to be followed. Use the Notes field to record any information you'd like to document regarding this job site. Utilize the Date Timestamp button to insert the current date and time to keep running notes. You must create at least one suite for each job site in order to enter equipment. Each equipment entry must be assigned to a suite. This is used to identify different sections of a building and can be used to dictate what equipment contractors have access to. At the bottom of the job site screen, you can add any PDF or image file you'd like to maintain for this site. You can now click Save and you have successfully created your first job site. From the dashboard, you have the ability to email the site by clicking the icon and your default mail client will launch. Click the pencil on the far right-hand side to edit job site information. If you click the job site name, you'll be taken to the Manage Equipment screen. In order for your field technicians to interact with the Equipment Manager, you must enter a technician profile for them to log into from their mobile device. Click on the Technicians button on the banner or home screen. First, we will create a technician category. This allows you to create rules for a group of your field technicians. Click on Tech Category at the top right of the Manage Technicians page. This will open the Tech Category page and you will click Create Tech Category at the top right of your screen. Enter a title for your new category. Select a start time and end time for this category. Enter any break durations in minutes you allow this category to have. The rate you enter in the field is the rate you want to display on your service records. Enter the manager's email that is responsible for this category of technicians. The manager will receive email alerts in the event a technician is late for work, takes a long break, clocks out early, or fails to clock out. To minimize nuisance emails, you are able to enter a grace period for each alert. Enter a number of minutes you're willing to forgive a technician for being late. If you do not want any grace periods, enter 0. Click Save at the bottom of the page and you've successfully created your first category. We now have our category set up. We're ready to create a technician. Click on the Technician button at the top of the page to navigate back to Manage Technicians. In the upper right corner of the page, click Create Technician. Assign a username for this technician to display in the reports Equipment Manager generates. Enter the first and last name of the technician, their email address, and password for the mobile device login credentials. You can now select the category from the drop-down you created in the previous setup. Click Save, and you're now ready to begin entering, inspecting, and servicing your customers' equipment.